Sounds right.
Snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Sounds right.
All right, and we're rolling. Here today with Emmanuel Stackard. We call him E-Man. E-Man is chef. Chef is he made the whole menu for Kaks Bar and Podcast. If you want to check out the menu, it's at www.kaksbarpodcast.com. I'll put the link in descriptions in the show notes. Go to the menu page. That's E-Man's child right there. I met E-Man a year ago or a year and a half ago. We met drinking really, and then the story goes there was a wedding we went to, and E-Man was you were the chef at the wedding. Shout out Ryan and Haley. Great wedding, by the way. It was out in Invermere. Just amazing setup. And then E-Man went there, and there was a bit of a mix-up because he was promised basically a commercial kitchen, and then he ended up got like a kind of like tiny residential kitchen. But he had to cook for three whole days, 3 whole meals, 100 people. And he did not you just came up big. You basically didn't sleep, worked all around the clock. And the food was just amazing. Everyone was constantly happy, and the food just blew my mind. I mean, and from that point on, you and I already had a friendship, but I was like, in my brain, I was like, hey, when I open Kaks, I want E-Man as the chef. And I presented to him pretty instantly, and his first reaction was funny. He was like, "No."
I went through that path already, right? So
yeah. Okay. Oh, Eman, yeah, you can just talk closer to the mic there. Yeah. Eman, tell people about yourself a little bit. I mean, just break down a little summary. I know you're born in Haiti.
Yep.
Okay, and then you had a little bit of a wild childhood, right?
Yeah, well, I grew up in Haiti, and I came to Canada in '94.
'94, yeah. Through an adoption process, right?
Yes, that is correct. Took us about a year and a half to get adopted from beginning to end. My brother ended up taking a little longer because, there was the paperwork just didn't match up.
Yeah.
The paperwork didn't match up, and Haiti is kind of like one of those countries where if things don't match up, they'll charge you more money just to keep you around longer, you know what I mean?
Right.
It is what it is, right? But beautiful country. But
you're telling me an immigration process is super easy? What are you talking about?
Well, no, it's just poor countries like that always try to get more money out of adoption, anything that they can get money out of. Just like when you're a tourist in any country, you get charged more for anything you buy there. It's just the way the locals can make more money,
Yeah, there's a system. Yeah, just another way to make money, I guess. Which you can't really blame them. I mean, your situations, the situation's that, then they do what they got to do, right?
Yeah, well, if you look at the average wages of a third world country person compared to here, you'd probably realize why they do that.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah. I mean, we're so blessed to be over here and living the way we are, and I can only imagine if we had to do whatever we had to do. Just morality and stuff is a bit skewed, but because personal needs just override that morality, right? But E-Man, so your brother and you, it's just you and your brother that came over here?
Me and my so I got adopted with my 2 other brothers. So
there's 3 of you.
So there's 3 of us, me. It's the 3rd one. So I'm the youngest one. The smallest one, the skinniest.
Yeah, your other brother's jacked, right?
The least buff one out of all the brothers. So I didn't luck out on that part. And but you know what? I came to Canada and I went to school in the islands, the BC and Nanaimo, and I took cooking. I didn't take it serious at the beginning. It was just for making money, but I did like cooking. And then I just started getting better at it, and then it just kind of went on from that. So
yeah, you definitely have a natural knack for it, I guess, because I love your food, and people just again bar update where my business partner Cass is walking around the back, obviously handling business, if you will. As you can see, the ladders are still up. There's still a bit of echoes. The construction's it's 95% done. But that 5% is just these random things keep coming up that are holding us up. So apologies. Obviously, we wish we were open by now. But we will be open by the end of the month, okay? Like that should be the last time I say, oh, we should be open. I mean, but again, I'm not gonna hold my breath anymore. There's so many, like this is our first venture, so there's a lot of things we didn't know, and we learn as we go, right? We live and learn.
Yep.
So some mistakes on our end, and some things we just didn't know, didn't even think of, but it's going to happen. It's just obviously didn't happen.
I just want to throw one thing out there too. If like anybody got any comments on menu items that they'd like to see on the menu,
There's Cass.
you know what I mean? That would be just throw your comments down. Whatever suggestions you have to put on the menu. We can always we can always work on making everything better. You know what I mean? So it's a great menu, and I don't mind hearing ideas from other people just so I can add to the menu and just tweak it here and there.
Yeah, the food is primarily pub food for now.
Yeah, for sure.
But Cass and I are the owners, so we can take that feedback and relay it to Eman, and we can always mix and match this menu. Like for now, we didn't reinvent the wheel. We just tweaked what works, but it's still delicious. But obviously, Eman has a lot of little cool concoctions and recipes that we're gonna be trying behind the scenes here, and if we like that, then we'll bring it to the
for all the Haitians out there too. I want to say I'm gonna try to get a Haitian dish on this for sure.
What is a Haitian dish? Like if you don't mind me asking.
A lot of fried food, but which we do here, I think in Canada too all the time. But beans, rice, chicken, pork. I already have a pork dish that I want to bring in, and I'll run it as a special, and then we'll see if people like it. A lot of spicy food too, a lot of flavor in their food. Like Jamaican style is kind of like the same. I don't want to say that. I might offend some Jamaicans, so I don't want to do that. But, just the spiciness and just Caribbean food is a lot of flavor and spice. So, I do definitely want to get a couple things on the menu that are more, spicier,
Hey, so like Jamaicans are known for like the jerk chicken. Like do the Haitians have kind of like a similar thing or something, go take it away.
Well, I grew up in an orphanage, but maybe my information of Haiti wasn't as broad as other Haitian. But like one of the things that I like to eat in Haiti when I was a kid, it's called a pate, and it's kind of like I would almost say it's kind of like a Pop-Tart, but it's not. But it's
I had a pate, but again, I had it in Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
Like, is it very similar?
It's very similar.
Okay.
So like you'll notice culture as well, like especially in the Caribbean, a lot of the foods will be similar, but they're just whether they're plated differently, different part of the country or the Caribbean, you're gonna call it something else, just with a little twist to it, right? So the flavor, the rich flavor. Me, myself, I love rice. I'll have rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I'm a rice guy myself, if you can't tell.
Yeah. I always tell people I eat more rice than the average Asian person, not to be racist.
We'll see.
It's just what it is, man.
Yeah. No, man, we've eaten together a lot. We like Asian food, so yeah. But who doesn't, right? Well, I guess my fiance hates seafood, so she doesn't eat sushi or nothing, which I think she's missing out.
Yeah.
You bring the sushi?
I love sushi.
Okay,
I love Asian food.
Okay,
I grew up
we'll
in
hit up some
Vancouver.
sushi.
Yeah, I grew up in
that's right.
Vancouver.
That's
So I do have to say in Calgary, I don't go for much seafood here because it's not as fresh. Vancouver, you had a lot more option, and the competition is so strong there that you can get good deals out of a lot of the restaurants down there.
Right. Oh yeah, no, I do love Vancouver sushi too. I mean, just talking about this right now it makes me want to go get some sushi here.
I'm not saying we're gonna put sushi in the menu, but we will have some kind of Asian flavored food because I do love my Asian flavored food. No, I do. Like I love rice, and I'm thinking of bringing kung pao into the next menu. It's an older dish that used to be around, but I think people would really like it. I don't know if you've ever heard of a kung pao bowl, but it's like a peanut sauce with chicken and rice.
I probably have eaten it 1,000 times, just didn't know the name of it because
very good dish. Very good dish.
For everyone, we will be doing our test kitchen food stuff pretty soon here. We're just this last leg of construction is holding up our ability to order our food and get the inspections done. So but still, shout out to Simon, like our GC, thank you for everything. We understand these little holdups, and a lot of it was our fault. Sorry about that. Eman, just a segue back to getting to know you a little bit better. Like obviously, like we talk all the time and things like that. But But this is like, I guess, a more formal introduction to your bio. Like so you were in Haiti, you were in an orphanage, you and your brothers. Okay. Maybe getting a bit personal, but is it you just didn't, like, your biological parents just didn't know them, or like what caused the orphanage situation in the first place there?
So from what I understand, the whole orphanage program and the way it works, at least our orphanage, and shout out to CHO, Haitian.
CHO is called?
CHO.
Okay.
Sorry. Like
either way, it's an orphanage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll find out the actual proper name, which makes me look like an idiot. Because that's where I grew up as a kid. No, but the lady that ran the orphanage was Eleanor Walkman. She's from Miami, and rest in peace to her. She was going around churches in the United States singing for volunteers, making money for our orphanage. She supported our orphanage, and then ended up building a second orphanage in Kaks, which is up north part of Haiti. I don't know too much about that orphanage because by that time I kind of left Haiti, which would be 94. I went back to Haiti in 98. Loved it. I wouldn't live there right now. You know,
is it pretty rough there right now?
It's very rough right now. You know, with the assassination of the president a couple years ago, and I don't know if YouTube's gonna ban me from saying this, but that's just what happened. With the assassination of the president and the gangs taking over, I think there's about 12 different gangs in Haiti right now that are trying to take over and just pretty much run the country. And it makes it very unsafe. Even as a Haitian myself, I would not feel safe going to Haiti right now. It's just, I feel like if I were to go to Haiti, I'm just putting my life in extra danger that I don't need to. I have a kid, you know, she's just going to be 18 this year.
I got you.
I want to make sure I see the graduation and college coming, you know, so I'd still want to be around. I'm young, and I still got lots of living to do. So
yeah, well, I don't want you going to Haiti at all because I need you here. Yeah. So
and I can't
we
wait,
can work out other vacations.
Yeah.
And like, I'm going to Haiti. I'm like, no,
not this year. You know? But like I said, I'm very excited. Like I did grow up I felt like I grew up from nothing, and now I'm trying to make something out of it. You know, so it's just like the opportunity that I have here with Shawn and Kaks. With the podcast here, you know, it's like kind of like my first, like, this is like my 15 minute of fame. I guess when I was first getting adopted, we were actually on the news. I think it's CNN, because we were having problems getting my brother to Canada. So I think we got in the news, and somehow, I don't know, I was young at the time. But somehow I guess that worked to kind of help my brother get over here a little quicker, because it took my oldest brother I think 2.5 more years than it took us to get to Canada. And
sorry, just like but you said there's 3 of you guys. Yeah, like so 2 of you guys got here first, and the final brother had the problems. Yeah. Okay, but you guys all got here safely.
We all got here safely.
Perfect. You know? Yeah, and then to further continue, like you're not that this matters, but just for knowledge, like the family that adopted you is a Caucasian Canadian family.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Family, with a British background. I'm not sure where it all comes from. The Stackard family, it's definitely a British last name. I've tried to look information about it, but anybody that's named Stackard, spelled the way my last name is spelled, is related to this family.
Okay.
I don't think I've met. It's not Stafford, or Stockard or Stockard, because people try to spell it a lot differently. It's Stackard, and pretty much anybody that has that last name is related to us. So when the
Stackards adopted you, because like you have sisters as well, like adopted sisters, and so like what's your total family? Like what's the size of it? When you guys...
Total family would be 5.
Okay, there's 5. Okay, so 3 brothers, then 2.
Yeah.
But the 2 sisters, you have 2 sisters, right?
Yeah, definitely 2 sisters. Also, it's kind of funny because all the ladies in our family are white.
Yeah.
And all the guys in our family are black.
Right.
So my mom ended up marrying even a South African guy later on in her life.
A black South African guy?
Okay. Guy. So my 2 brothers and I, black, obviously. And then my South African dad, black.
Yeah.
And then my stepsister which is like I consider them my sister.
Yeah. No, you guys are tight. Like, yeah, you guys are sister and brother.
It's not even. I don't even. That's my sister. To me, like it's like to me, even my.
Well, you guys been through so much, right? So it's like that bond is
And to all the adopted families out there, to me, man, I respect my mom enough that I'm saying that she's my mom. You know, I never grew up with my actual my birth mom, and I never knew her. I never met her in my life.
But it is what it is, man. But it shows like through that unfortunate tragedy of not knowing your biological mom, that showed you the kindness of humanity with your adopted family, right? But what a cool little mix, right? You know, it's like but shout out to your mom, for bringing you over here. You know,
shout out to my mom Debbie, and shout out to my sister Kate and Jess. Definitely, I have to say, like my sister, my older sister, definitely in the last 10 years has bailed me out in a lot of situations. Not that I get in trouble, but it's just I have to say I really appreciate the help that she has given me in the last few years. You know, whether it's my taxes, which I didn't take serious as a kid, and it ended up kicking me in the butt, in the long run. But I appreciate her for helping me with that. And I really appreciate all my family and all the support that they've been giving me. And I wouldn't have made it this far without friends and family. And I consider, people like Shawn family too, because
sweet.
It's just
love you too, bro.
The thing is, it's if you look at it life, you choose people that help you go through life and make it easier to execute the whatever the end goal is. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, not to make this all sappy and whatnot, but no, man, you're just a good guy. Like me and Jess, like at that wedding, we're just blown away. You know what I mean? Like you didn't complain. Your brain went right to how can I make sure this wedding continues to go off without a hitch? Yep. How can I make sure? Because we're kind of in the middle of an acreage, it's like if we couldn't get the food situation sorted there, then what would have happened? It'd be kind of it'd be just tough for Ryan and Haley's wedding there. So the fact that you did all that, and many of the guests weren't aware of what was going on. They weren't aware of you were upstairs sorry, Cass is making a face at me over there, but. They weren't aware of you not sleeping for 3 days and cooking for everyone, and I was aware, but I felt a bit bad because I would walk in completely drunk and laughing, hey, how's your day? You're just.
Well, if you notice that that was the first first experience for me too. Just with what I had to work with and the amount of people that I had to actually feed every day. But I did make a promise to Haley 2 years prior to that, saying that and,
man of his word. See, you follow through.
I told them, don't worry. I remember when it got brought up to me, I said to them, I will be able to host your wedding. I will do the food for free. As long as you bring the product in, I can do the job. I was expecting a much nicer kitchen, but it is what.
But that's not even Ryan and Haley's fault either, because I'm not trying to sandbag the host because that was a great wedding, but that's a huge detail to kind of have mixed up, or maybe that's what they thought was a commercial kitchen because I was a bit this is basically a condo kitchen, for a single bedroom.
Yeah, well, for example, it usually takes about an hour and a half to cook a meatloaf.
Yeah.
Well, it took about 5 to 6 hours to cook a meatloaf.
Yeah.
So, you can only use one oven. Just imagine cooking a meatloaf and trying to feed, I think it was about 80 people to 100 people at the wedding.
Something like that, yeah. I thought it was more, but again, I was drinking for 3 days straight.
This guy's always trying to put me on a mountain that's way up there, and which I appreciate and I respect that. And that's why I got to make sure, even when we do this and we're hitting it to the top, you know what I mean? We're going to make this place successful because I'm passionate about food. He's passionate about doing the podcast and what he do best. And
Kaz is passionate about restaurant operations.
So it's
a three-way dream team here.
The Three Musketeers, maybe that's not the best analogy for it, but you know.
What? Because we're all different races? Is that why?
No, I'm just like no. I wasn't trying to be like that. I'm just saying three different people with three different, you know,
skill sets, right?
And then just going at it and making it one. You know what I mean? Like, because the thing is, like, whatever I do in life, I take a little bit of help from you because you're my friend, and you know what I mean. And we help each other out, and that's just the way it is, man. If love fixes everything, right? Is that what they say? Elon Musk, I think, said that, right? You know
love does fix a lot of things, man.
The world could use a lot more love. You know
people need to try to be more good, but it's hard right now. There's a lot of chaos going on out there.
There is.
Who knows how everything's going to unfold? So we just focus on what we can control, which is making sure this atmosphere is right for everyone. You know, we want people to have great food, great drinks, great conversations. I want people to podcast themselves. Yeah, you know, because people, again, I said this in my last podcast, but this isn't just talking. When you do this, everyone should try it. You're actually like way more concentrated and present with the person you're interacting with. Yeah. Like right here, can't you feel it? There's like an energy going. Yep. Like that's what we're connecting, you know? And that's the kind of thing I'm trying to explain to people about, because you know, people always ask some who don't really partake in a podcast style of interacting. They're like, what do you mean capturing a conversation? What's so great about that? Why are you so interesting? I'm like, not the point. Like, you know, some people, sometimes I listen to a podcast that I don't like what they're saying isn't exactly profound, but you can just feel like you're along for the ride of watching two people like bond, you know, and connect.
It's somebody's story. You know? So I feel like you, to me, man, I feel like you can get a good story out of people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one of my skills for sure. So, I am a storyteller, listener, like, you know, like, I mean, like back when I was a little kid, I did write little silly stories too. I'll never publish those. But I'm looking back, I'm like,
some of those stories could just be the things that
no, man, I basically just ripped off Star Wars and just changed my name in there. So I'm like, this isn't gonna fly. My mom was like, this isn't very creative, Shawn. But I'm like,
shout out to Tim Hortons if they want to sponsor us. Okay.
That'd be awesome. We can use that help. Eman, so when you finally came to Canada here, you bounced around from Vancouver, Montreal, and then Alberta. How?
So I traveled a lot when I was younger, a lot.
Like because of their family, like you guys all traveled, or you did?
My mom just liked to travel, man. It's like it was one of our things that we had. Like my mom just liked to travel. I've been to South Africa 9 times. You know,
sweet.
I've been to England.
Did you ever meet Oscar Pistorius? No, I'm kidding.
No.
Bad joke. But his whole thing was so ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. Sorry.
Oh, he's a South African runner. He's an amputee. And he was a great athlete, but
I heard that,
he ended up murdering his girlfriend in a jealous fit of rage because she was. Look, I don't have all the details. There's drama, but he clearly murdered her.
Yeah. Did he get away with it?
No.
Okay.
He shot her when she was in the bathroom. He shot through the door. So she was probably pooing, and then he shot through the door and killed her. But because he was such a high level celebrity over there, you know, representing South Africa, plus his story, like he overcame so much just to throw it all away with just a brutal decision. He was obviously overcome with human ego and jealousy and everything like that. But he kept trying to convince everyone that he thought a burglar was in his house and he had to take action. But in the end, he's in prison now. Like, cause I mean, he stuck to that story for as long as he could and went through the legal battle, but nothing added up. And now, I mean, he's a broken man, and I feel bad for that because I've never been even close to being in that situation. So I don't know, but honestly, his situation. Sorry, man. I'm just getting lost in Oscar Pistorius thing. He just. I'm like, dude, you just had to like let her go, man. Like that relationship was obviously done. Murdering her.
Jealousy can make you do crazy things.
Jealousy, I think, I think that's the thing that causes the most chaos. Is some form of that emotion uncontained. I think.
I don't know, just out there. Like I was listening to this FBI. Like what signs are the do the craziest thing, and it's actually cancer with being taking things out of control over jealousy.
Cancer?
Like, cancer.
What do you mean?
Like
if
what month is what like cancer? I'm not really good with the.
No, like what you're saying? If you have cancer, you're
no. Like people with the sign, cancer sign.
The horoscope.
Yeah, horoscope.
Okay,
that's it. But cancer is the most dangerous one.
Why? Like they're most fiery with their emotions.
Yeah, because of their emotions.
I wonder if Oscar Pistorius was a cancer then.
You know,
whatever horoscope wise.
Yeah, and I think it's like my kid's a Gemini, so it definitely sparked me when I heard the Gemini one. But it was like Geminis are the least one to get blood in their hands, and I'm like, okay, I like that.
yeah. Man, we sound like classic in a prior time, like you know.
But I do think with science, man, mm-hmm. like, and this is just me, you know what I mean? Like, I do think it matters. I do think what the time of the year you were born matters. Like what star alignment, like like the universe is too
I'm Chinese.
Perfect. The universe is
we're the most superstitious. Wow, not the most, but we're very superstitious culture. I was brought up superstitious. Like, I mean, you see me constantly, like whatever, knocking on wood or like throwing salt over my shoulder or like.
To me, yeah, superstitious, but to me too, in the same way as it's like if you're looking at the world and the universe, and if you're looking at things, man, like things are too perfect, they're working in too perfection to not think there's a higher power there. You can call it whatever you want to call it. You can.
Ooh, you meant segueing into the metaphysics talk. I thought we were here to talk about food. I read. I like it.
Talk about food, but the thing is, it's like if you don't think there's a higher power that has control of things that are happening, like.
Yeah, what's that fellow called? God, right?
No. Call it whatever you want to call it, man. You know, and then like we're all fighting like the same battle, right? You know what I mean? Like if we treat if like I said, love, right? If we all just love each other, half of these things would not. That's
what this thing was brought in to represent. You, like I was talking about that in the last podcast. Like this thing makes you connect. Like what you were just talking about. Enough of this. You will kind of start thinking like what you were, saying about you know, like higher power stuff. You know, we're all connected.
Me, man, if I gotta say, if I can't say like I got to Canada from Haiti. I'm cooking now and I'm living life like 1,000 times better than Haiti. If I said that I did that by myself, you know, that would be the most selfish, foolish thing ever because you know there was a high power that chose a path for me to get out of Haiti. Because 4 years after I got out of Haiti, the earthquake and hurricane happened. I'm pretty sure like, you guys can Google it and look it back, but when you take nothing away from people that have nothing and you just take more out of them, it puts people in a very like.
They're fed up. They'll just be like, "Screw this," like you know, like. And I get it. Yeah. I get it. I'm so grateful for my life, and you know, I mean, we all went through our challenges, but our challenge is nothing compared to that. Yeah. And I just keep wondering, like, I don't know how I would take that. If you know, you can only get messed with so many times before before it's highly probable you're gonna be jaded. Yep. You know, I mean, it's hard not to be when you're like when your hope gets shattered over and over off of your own doing, if you will, like as in like you did the right thing and you still got but you know, and I don't have an answer for that one. That was a tricky one. I feel bad for people.
Is my thing, though. Like even though like say my country went through a lot of those hard times, but there's some of the strongest people. You know, like faith. They have so much more faith than like you know. I feel like compared to going to a church here, like you know what I mean, like you can feel the spirit, like you can literally feel like when you take something out of like when you take nothing away from somebody and they still are happy, that means like material things it's not what they're about. Like it's more about like you know being nice to others. Like,
man, dude, like this conversation I really in this portion I'm enjoying because I think about that a lot because of you know happiness. You're right. Like I mean a lot of do you before I get into what I was about to think about like sorry I'm sorting out my thoughts again in real time here, but do you study like Buddhism at all and things like that? Like I really feel like that's up your alley, you know, based on stuff we've been talking about.
I feel like it would be up my alley. I used to be very like religious. When I was in Haiti, I was going to church 6 days a week.
Like Christianity?
Yeah, Christianity, going to church 6 days a week. You know, I don't go to church here in Canada. Like kind of like when I kind of moved out of my family, like the church and my family kind of had a little falling out here in Canada. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about like it just like it wasn't some of the things they did. I didn't agree with. It wasn't very church like. It broke our family.
Yo, sorry, man. You can just talk closer.
It broke our family, and like I even had my brother ran away from home, right? You know what I mean? My two brothers left home, you know, and I don't really want to get too much details into that, you know, because maybe they don't want to be talked about, you know. But it's just definitely a tougher life when I came to Canada at the beginning, you know. But like I said, man, like God never gives you anything you can't handle. I'm looking at this position that I have here. I have a great opportunity here to cook some really good food so people can enjoy my what I know, the knowledge that I've learned in the 20 years that I've been in the kitchen industry. And now I'm like, you know, I've had a lot of opportunities where I'm like the guy, but not given the power to be the guy. You know, like all the responsibility.
You were the lieutenant. But not the captain, but by choice. Yeah. But now you're the captain back there, which I wouldn't have you in any other position because you're a captain now. Yeah. You're not a lieutenant.
Which would be my second. This would be my second actual head chef job because my first one would have been with Nora Cafe that was in Waterloo.
This is beyond that though. You've created this menu, so you're not just a head chef. You're this whatever. You're a chef, entrepreneur.
Oh yeah, like and the thing is, like, I'm like, you know, I'm not that kind of guy. I'd like, you know, call me chef, call me Emmanuel.
I call you chef.
You know, but I'm just saying, I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna get all like bent out of shape when.
But there should be a respect there.
Yes, 100%. But
chef, people don't realize chef is basically the most important position. I mean, like, because what we do is. Ultimately, if we're going down to like what is necessary, we need to eat. So chef is number one, you know, like.
The thing is, like, chef is number one, but not really. I don't even think like that because we're all a team. And the thing is, like, to me, man, I don't want somebody calling me a chef unless like I earn that respect. You know?
No, you've earned it. To be honest, your humility again is why you're on the team. You know, like you're a good man and you have good perspective and you have a humble perspective, which is why it's so easy to work with you. You know, can't say the same for so many people, including myself. I've been a prick in the past, and it's I love this process. I feel like we've all like just keep improving. Yeah. Like that's the main thing I'm addicted to. It's like I can just like you can see like muscle growth when you train. Like you can feel like.
I'm hiding mine right
intelligent growth. Oh yeah. We trained chess yesterday, and I was like, "You're supposed to wear a tank top, bro."
So this guy's trying to get me all buff, right? So if you see me in 3 or 4 months and I look different and I look like I don't even fit in my sweater anymore, you know why? Okay, it's this guy, you know. So a little training here from my boss here, you know, keep me in shape.
It's part of the work program, bro.
Yeah, because I was having problems lifting plates, I guess.
Yeah, those plates. Yeah. These are different plates right here. Yeah. Eman, okay, hey, like I know you said you wanted just to do a quick one, so we can drop it. We can stop it right here today. We already hit 30 minutes, and just kind of people. Here's a little intro to Chef. Hope you got to know him a little bit better here.
Can I just throw a little shout out?
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Jesse Sinclair for the mural there, and what's your buddy's name?
JD. JD. Yeah. So JD. I don't. Let's call him JD.
Yeah, JD. But Sinclair is one of my really, really good friends. We used to work with each other way back in Melrose days, so we've known each other for at least like 12, 15 years now, you know. So
Jesse Sinclair did the mural in the middle, and and then JD did the graffiti artwork on the side there. Yeah. So super impressed. It's fun. We're probably gonna I want to do more in here once we fix that budget.
Get open and get some food in, and definitely, like I said, throw any menu ideas that you guys got down there. You know, we'll answer back, or we'll throw a like on there, and we'll definitely holler back at you guys, right? So don't be shy. You know, we got some vegetarian dishes in there, so all you vegetarians, don't be afraid to come down. We got you, and plus we have a dog menu there, so It's going to be a dog-friendly patio, so expect
Patio
to
might
see,
not be ready for another month, though.
Okay, patio might not be ready,
yeah.
but when it's ready, I already got a dog menu ready for you guys. So, well, for all the dog lovers, to make sure you bring your dogs down and come eat at our place, Kaks Bar.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and Eman, thanks for doing this. I know camera stuff ain't really like your primary forte, but I felt like the people need to meet the staff, right? Okay, guys, we both still have a lot of work to do today here. So like I said, we'll keep everyone updated on construction day, opening day, and I'm seriously hoping by next week we will have food to show you, at least on all our social media there.
Yeah, and then don't forget, any cooks out there, you can apply.
That's right. Hey, Eman's forming that team there.
Great vibes, great attitude, positive kitchen. Music always playing. And then we got our bosses here. Come down, apply. Come down, have some food. Come meet Shawn, do the podcast.
Yeah. Back house people, and at the front house, we kind of have a direction where we're going. Me and Cass. So but definitely we need the back house team. We have a couple people already, but gonna need more. And also how the back of house world does rotate some. Yeah, so it's always looking right. Yeah. So there you go. Looking. Okay, guys. That's it for now. And like I said, everyone stay tuned. All right, we'll keep everyone updated. We want to be open to as soon as we can. But for now, I'm pumping out more content out of this podcast studio here and going from there. Okay, everyone, have a good rest of your day. All right. Peace.